I want to address the problem of unfinished projects. I want to address the problem of feeling stuck, of feeling like time is passing by, but I'm not doing anything with it. When I look back at this period of my life in a few years, I want to look at something real that I've done, at something I've created, or just like I don't want to look back and see that all I was good at was being chronically online and liking all the niche reels before my friends, because that's not it. And I think that has also been sort of messing with our perceptions of time. Like, I am pretty sure you have seen all those posts talking about time has been feeling pretty weird since 2020. That, you know, 2016 was 10 years ago. Damn, like, how was it 10 years ago? It doesn't feel like it's been 10 years. All that slop. It's like time paused in 2020, but the thing is that time did not pause. We paused. And the thing is, if you don't have anything to look forward to right now, then you won't have anything to look back at in a few years' time. That's the issue, that you don't have any projects, or like you just, if you had any, you just left them. One of the best things you can have is something to look forward to, something that you're creating, something like any sort of project. And I can give you examples. Like you reach a point where you're just tired all the time, you want to do nothing and you just want a break, but it's like what exactly do you want a break from? You're doing nothing. What do you want a break from? It's like a break from pretending, or I don't know. I don't know. But you see, when I talk about projects, it's like when I was little, I had all these obsessions when I was a child. It was like every few months I had a new hobby and I would be like completely absorbed into it. So it was like 2017, I like around 2016, 2017, I got into cricket a lot. I joined a cricket academy. I used to like watch matches all the time. I used to see like Virat Kohli, and I was like, I wanna be like him. I wanna be that good at this game. And it was like the zeal was really there. And yeah, and then later it was like in 2019, 2018, 2019, that phase, I really got into reading a lot of books. I got into like a lot of fantasy. Like fantasy, you mean it's just Harry Potter. At that age, it was just like Harry Potter and a lot of horror as well. Like at that age, it was just Conjuring, the Conjuring series of movies. So I got into that, and me and some of my friends, we started writing a novel. We started like building the plot and all in our free periods during school. And yeah, I mean, I wrote a draft, but obviously it was shit because come on, what do you expect from like I was 13 back then. 2019, 2020, I was like 12, 13. So I mean, yeah, that also got left in between. Then in 2020, 2021, I was into like this stuff, this, and I got pretty good at it actually. I still am pretty good at it. It's I can solve a Rubik's Cube in like 20 seconds. And so I saw like Felix Zemdegs, which is like a pretty famous name in this space. And it's like I saw him breaking record after record. I wanted to be like him. And then it was like 2022, 2023. I got into Minecraft a lot. I used to play a lot of Minecraft with my best friends, and I saw Technoblade, even though he passed away like in 2022. It was like he inspired me a lot. He was like my comfort YouTuber for a time, and again, I wanted to be like him. So in every space that I got into, I wanted to be like the best. I want to like so when I was writing that novel in 2019, I saw like J.K. Rowling had a full published series of novels, movies made on them, and again, I wanted to be like that. So I had all these like little dreams, I had these projects, but they all got left in between. It was like not that I was too lazy to continue. I mean, I surely was very lazy, but That was not the main roadblock. That was not the main problem that was holding me back. It was that, you know, children are supposed to be a little fickle-minded. So once the initial excitement of a hobby faded, I did not know how to really stick with it. But now I have to, like, not even have to. It sounds more negative. I want to. I want to find something and I want to stick to it until I convert it into something real. That's what I want. And initially, I got the wrong idea of it, I guess. I got into the self-improvement space online, and it is just complete slop. It's like everyone has very standard goals. Like they push the same things, read 30 books a year, and it's just fucking 48 laws of power. Like there's no soul in it, if you know what I mean. It's like make $10,000 a month. Yeah, but doing what? And it's all the course selling people and all the self-improvement gurus. It's just that's just not it. That's not how like the problem is they start over optimizing life. Or rather, when you follow those guys, you start over optimizing your life. You start overthinking every little thing, and that's just not good. I mean, like all that shit is very simple, really. Like you have to decide something and then you have to go do it. Obviously, not easy, but it is simple. It is that simple to understand. You decide you want to do something and you go do it. It is simple, again, but not easy, so to say. So, yeah, that's the point. That they all push very standard goals. There is no individuality to them. And you gotta have that sort of uniqueness. You gotta have personality to your goals. So, like I mentioned, all these little things that I enjoyed during my childhood, all these phases I had, those were like sort of my dreams. Those those can be actually converted to goals which have personality to them, which have substance to them, which are not very standard, which are like, yeah, I actually want to do this. It's like if you have the sort of fallback option, if you have a little bit of financial backing from your parents or whatever, if you are that privileged, you can just go follow your dreams. And obviously, I am not here just to preach, because then what would be the difference between me and all the other guys out there? I want to share my journey. I have already started it. And what is the journey about actually? So it's like I mentioned, God, all these notifications have to come up now. Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was interrupted by. Yeah. So obviously, I am not here just to preach. I want to share my journey, which I have already started. What the journey is about is, as I mentioned previously, unfinished projects. You gotta have, first of all, you gotta have projects in your life. Like you have to do something. You need something to look forward to that later you can look back at. And I feel like I've repeated that one. I had a lot of projects. I want to continue them. I want to tackle them one by one. And I will tackle them one by one. So the one I've started with is that novel, as I mentioned. Initially, it was like 2019 when I was in seventh grade with some of my friends. It was like it was just a very fun thing. We were all like involved in it, and we used to spend all the time between our classes and like all the free time in the school. And we used to be discussing the plot, we used to be building everything, and I actually wrote a draft, as I might have mentioned previously. But then it just got left. It was like I just forgot about it for a few years and I recently revisited it. But then again, I spent too much time planning it and not actually executing. So, like, that's the feeling. That's the feeling of being stuck. Too much planning, not even a little bit of doing. And so on 22nd May 2026, I created this YouTube channel even though I did not upload anything. I mean, I think this YouTube channel has existed for a long time even before that, but I did not upload anything. And I made an Instagram page and I uploaded an introduction sort of video about the novel. And I decided that I had to write daily. From that point on, I had to work on it and not just plan, not just plot the storyline, but actually write it. And I have actually been doing that. I have not missed a single day. I am very, very proud of that. That is like a level of consistency I have never achieved before. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tackle these unfinished projects one by one. So you see the channel name, Seasons of Sid, and you see that Instagram account name, which I probably put on my not screen, put on my screen a little while ago. Seasons of Sid. What are the seasons? The seasons are the unfinished projects, which I'm going to tackle one by one. That's the plan. So I'm going to share my journey with you. I hope you follow me. I hope you take inspiration from it. I hope you start something of yourself. And even if you do that and don't follow me, I'll be just as happy. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope this helped you. It definitely helped me, and it will definitely help me. So yeah, all the best with your journeys.